Tonight on EA Sports. It's week 1 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports. We'll see Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
On the banks of the St. Johns River, there's a good look inside Everbank Stadium here in downtown Jacksonville. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time, but admit it, you're the same as me. When you were working out, when you were doing things, you thought about football, didn't you? And you couldn't wait to be back up here again.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Well, the Chiefs offense going to make their way out, and at the helm, a now 3-time Super Bowl MVP in his 8th season in the NFL, it's Patrick Mahomes.
And I think it's safe to say that at this point in his career, there's really nothing Mahomes hasn't accomplished by this time. 3 Super Bowl rings, 3 Super Bowl MVPs, 2 league MVPs, a couple of All-Pro nods, and a passing title. When you lay it all out, it doesn't even sound real, especially when you consider the fact he's not even 30 years old. Now he has his sights set on being the first quarterback to three-peat. If there's anyone who can do it, it's certainly him.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over-pursuing, and making a very nice play.
To throw, it's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Now here's Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him, and I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Mahomes now to throw. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And this one is no good. He missed it, and this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides. They had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Able to shake him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas, 59 yards. And the Jags will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Yeah, they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Mahomes gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's got room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They go play fake. Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as he'll get the ball down inside the 30.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Mahomes firing complete, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd and 10. First throw now for the backup Wentz. He's going to find his tight end Gray complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster from 6 yards away. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A run here with Dearness Johnson. And some space here. And a pretty quick burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now a dump off here complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Throwing Jones. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Gabriel Davis, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Point after try forthcoming. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. From the 23, here's the 2nd down and 9. Now Wentz. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Steele. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Jags grab it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
You know, this is the regular season partner. We'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Jones. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Looking to throw. Jones, flush to his right. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, he'll drop to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And they start the second half with Johnson. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 29, Jones. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now Jones throwing on first down. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 30-yard line. Back to throw. Jones completing it to the right side. Johnson. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle, Johnson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the score. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point forthcoming. And he pushed it right. It's no good. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a 3-possession game.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On play action, it's Wentz. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle, because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is fielded at the 7. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jones, flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Gabriel Davis ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football, you often find good running lanes.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. KC's offense ready to take over. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this fourth quarter. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And Juju's going to pick up the Chiefs' first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line. Throwing now is Wentz. That's to the former Cardinal and Raven. It's Hollywood Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Now Wentz again. Gets this into the hands of Samaje Perine. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Now Wentz. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. 7 yards there and a first down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Throwing on first is Wentz. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. From the 20, here's second and a yard. To throw, it's Wentz. Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end Gray. And the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Wentz to throw again. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Yeah, we dominate today.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now 2nd and 9. Again, it's Johnson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show off their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.
The players on your team earned XP. Quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game. This is the player card. Here you can see your strengths and weaknesses by looking at your archetype ratings. Here are a player's motivations. How well your team aligns with each player's motivations will determine how interested that player is in re-signing with your team or joining your team as a free agent. Welcome to your franchise staff. Here you find the right coaches to hire for your staff and upgrade them to help improve your team both on and off the field. Staff points can be used across all of your staff characters. To access talents down a tree, you must purchase at least one tier of the talents above them. When you have enough staff points, you can begin purchasing talents or special skills that will improve your team on or off the field. To see what effect each talent has, highlight it on the talent tree. The panel will also show whether a talent